Hello everybody and welcome back to Stewie33 Plays. They are Billions. My name is Stewie33 and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and they are Billions and we are taking a peek around here, just right while we're paused right here at the beginning of the episode, just to get a State of the Union, sort of figure out what the fuck's going on with us and what the hell it is we're going to need to do. So this episode we're going to finish up the expansion project. We're going to make a boxed wall here, here, over and down. So we need to clear out a lot of zombies. It's not really any way around that. We're going to go ahead and start up over there. In addition to that, we're going to obviously put more ballista towers and other things like that into the area to help clear things out. And we are also going to put down more power relays for the same reason. Let's get started. Go ahead and let this play out for a minute here. Oh, I rushed it. We're going to lose a little bit of resources here, but hopefully by poking the bee's nest, we'll draw some of the zombies closer to the ballista towers, and then we'll get... Alright, we're going to have to clear them out before we end up dealing with clearing them out too hard here. Or before we deal with expanding, because we very clearly can't do both at the same time. The ballistas do a good job versus like singular zombies, but they don't do a very good job against like anything like 2 or 3. Start having trouble. Alright. But in the meantime, we're sort of running low on resources. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build some fucking cottages out in the risky zone here. Start working on getting ourselves prepped up for the future. It's risky, obviously, but we kind of have to do it. As much as I don't really want to admit it, the fact still remains that, like, we need to expand. These walls all need more than one ballista to defend them in the long run here. But we're not in the long run yet, so... get there, we also need to build more cottages. So we're running up against it a little bit here. I should be building this here. This is for farms. It's fine, but it's fine. We have plenty of food right now. I don't think we need to worry too much. We need gold. That's the problem. We're hitting this like really bad gold bottleneck, and we need to correct that. And the best way to correct that, honestly, is to get the stone workshop up and running as quickly as possible. For a laundry list of reasons, the highest one of which is the fact that, like, it'll let us upgrade all of these buildings as well, which will increase the number of workers we have.
Attention. Building completed.
It's a tough one. I want to finish expanding before we start considering things like that, though. Build one of those. Let's sell some wood. The game claims that it sells excess materials for you every like time you overcap yourself on accident. I'm not so certain that that's the case. Automatically sells excess resources when produced. I'm not convinced that that's actually implemented yet. So, you know, we're gonna have to work it out here. Let's build that there. We're gonna probably box in here would be ideal. I'd like to give us as much room as possible. At some point we will need to expand this way and cut off this area and just take this whole thing over. But that idea sounds intimidating right now. Like if we can get like mechanized troops, like I know at some point there's like a flamethrower unit that we can get that casual, it ignores everything up to like businessman zombie. If we can get to there, then we'll start considering like extreme expansion projects. But until then, we're just gonna build here. Pop you guys next to that.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
While we're creep expanding. That's our plan right now. Whenever we get the opportunity, let's build more cottages. We'll build them down to the water line. And then if we need food, we can build fishing villages and stuff as well, or fishing huts. 15 food's kind of garbage, to be honest, when we could build a farm, say here for, what is that, 60, 64? Yeah, we could like jam farms in all over the place for like significantly higher food yields.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Yeah. This is our plan for right now. We do need to make sure we leave enough room for the stone workshop. Otherwise, this whole thing will be for no reason. But I do think that we're going to have enough room. I don't think it's really going to be an issue. The biggest thing is keeping this area secure, because that's going to be a problem. I can already kind of feel it.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Screw it. We're going to have to build closer walls.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Yeah, we're going to build a zigzag wall. As much as it like offends me from like a defensive standpoint, the zigzag wall needs to go up like immediately. It also cuts off a lot of the location that I was planning on utilizing. But we have to keep the zombies from overrunning us, which is getting dicey the longer this goes on, the dicier that gets. The wall will help, but like the ballista's starting to run out of gas a little here. Every now and then it misses, and that causes an issue. We're using a lot of gold on this project, but I feel like it's going to be worth it in the long run here. We'll probably, once this ballista's up, we'll probably delete this one and move it closer up there. Let's do that. Move a little closer to the wall. We're also going to need to build one of these things when we get the money. I'll deal with that in a minute, though. Alright. And again, we need to get this up and running as soon as possible. But we need to get this secure before I want to build that. I don't want to pour 1,000 gold worth of resources into a building and then have it get overrun by zombies on this side. That's not smart. Some of these ballistas are going to have to go. Like, this one can go. That one doesn't need to be there. This one needs to get relocated to the closer to the wall. Oh, let's actually do that right now. Relocate you to here. Let's relocate you to there. This farm's actually in a bad place. We need to have more ballistas on the wall over here. This other ballista could be creeped closer to the wall. But we'll wait. We're not going to get too happy with it right now. We're going to leave, like, any of them that are on the exposed side are going to get left in place, most likely. This one will probably get moved. We need to be efficient. Oh, no. That's not great. Shit. Alright, we gotta hurry. Because if they approach from the east, they're gonna rampage over this entire thing, and we're gonna fucking die. Screw it. We gotta have to build a shitty wall here.
Attention. Building completed.
Gonna build the best wall we can in the time we have, basically.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh yeah, this isn't gonna go well.
Our defenses are being attacked.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that we're in a lot of trouble right now. Be merciful, game.
Gotcha. Faster than my road. Taste my arrows.
Okay, well, we're alive. So that's something. The panic wall worked, sort of. It stopped them from killing us, which is great. It needs to go down now, because it needs to not be here, but... sorry, back to the game. Maybe we'll make the box outright. Across. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's start with the obvious.
What do you want now?
These two archers did their job. We're hanging in there. That's, again, cannot stress this enough.
Yeah.
We are, in fact, doing okay at the moment. I know it doesn't look like it. We almost got totally screwed right there, but we are actually doing fine. No, not that one.
This better be good. Roger that.
Attention.
Yeah, we lost. Oh, no,
Building
she's down here.
completed.
That's right, I remember. We repurposed her to defending the wall for a little bit.
You're gonna pay me for this, right?
We're almost there. Just a little bit longer and a couple more pylons. We will be good to go. And we'll have officially made an expansion to the base, which I honestly didn't think we were going to be able to do. Mind you. Alright, build that there. Some of these are going to need to go. Like, this needs to go, probably. It's not really useful right now. It's not doing anything. That one's got to go. This one has to go. This one as well.
Building completed.
We're deleting them because we need to free up the worker space, by the way. If you're curious about the methodology behind what I decide to destroy and what I decide not to destroy, it basically boils down entirely to what is useful for the defense of the base versus what have we already poured resources into, right? And the majority of the time, what I'm finding is that, like, when you delete those things, we get workers back, right? I think we get, like, 3 or 4 workers back every time we do that, which can be very useful. No, that one. Thank you. oil pool. That sounds useful. This is a very secure flank now, but you guys are going to stay there for right now. That needs a second layer. We need a tower there. We need gold. Beautiful. Constant fucking struggle here.
Attention. Building complete.
Alright, first things we need to get up is the stone houses. We need to get those up and running so that I can stop worrying about that. Then we'll slap a bank down. That means this is another oil pool, which is useful. I'm wondering how that building's gonna look though, because if it's huge, we're gonna maybe need to delete this or some of these houses in order to make room for it. We're a little low on workers,
Building complete.
Right? Gotcha.
but they're necessary. It's a necessary reduction here. Right there should do it. Got plenty of wood, plenty of stone. We just need gold. We just need gold. I need to get stone houses and the bank up and running. That's our bottleneck right now. And then we need to get stone walls next. It's gonna go houses, banks, stone walls, because that's gonna be the ticket here. I don't really need stone towers. I'm not using towers as a form of defensive unit right now.
Attention. Building completed.
Meaning that is not terribly useful at the moment.
A new task.
And then we're gonna need to cheat and put a tower here. It's gonna cost us extra gold, but that's okay. It's okay. Cheat and put a tower there.
What do you want now?
The tower has about as much HP as a wall, basically, but I guess it's slightly less.
Attention. Technology research finished.
Another wall layer. Beautiful. Alright. South flank's secure. Stone houses are finished, so let's start upgrading. In fact, let's start upgrading back here. Just need more gold. These things don't even take up that much energy, to be honest.
Attention. Building completed.
We just wait for the ticks of gold income every now and then. We'll upgrade the houses once. But every one of these gold houses now generates way more money, so I think it generates like an extra. It generates 40 gold instead of 18, so we're generating a little more than double the amount,
Attention. Building
which would
complete.
be very useful. Just saying. I guess, okay, so I guess it is generating money, the market. We are going to continue to sell, like, our iron and stuff, and maybe our surplus wood. Like, we're going to dig into our resources a little bit. This will get easier the more of these we upgrade. We're also going to need to get the power plant
Dozens of infected are near the colony.
north.
They are approaching from the north.
North is actually kind of bad, depending on which part of the base they crash into.
Building completed.
This could be very bad. That's like a really clumsy wall, but looks like they're crashing into a bad part of the base.
They are attacking the colony.
They're probably going to crash somewhere in here, if I had to guess. they're crashing right here. Which actually is not that bad, because if they manage to break through, which I'm not saying they're going to be able to, that's a lot of wood. They're going to be greeted by fairly decently large number of ballista towers. We are going to have an issue if they crash into over here, though. They did not put ballistas up inside of the main base, because I'm a moron. But it looks like they're like right here. So it looks like they're going to crash into the side over here. It's just a lot of infected, man. Double layered walls are holding up. Barely, but they're holding up. Problem is these fat ones take so much damage to kill. So the ballistas get caught up on hitting them a whole bunch. Nope, we survived. Well, we made it further than last time, everyone. Congrats. The wall back in place immediately, please.
Attention. Building completed.
Like, a single wall layer doesn't hold up very well, right? 2 walls does. It'll hold up to most of the early game stuff. The next one's gonna be rough, because we're gonna start getting special zombies. There's the crawler, the one that crawls over walls. There's, like, a leaper. There's a couple of, like, special zombies that I've seen sparingly in some, like, personal play. But we'll see, man. That one was a little costly. They did some damage. But hopefully it won't be an issue again. That's the hope, at least. Alright, with that taken care of, we can delete that. We can delete you. You're not actually doing anything at the moment. Some gold back. Upgrade some buildings. Ran out of energy. I think we're gonna need a power plant, but we'll build some more fans first. Find a place to jam them down.
What's up? Any infected around?
Building completed.
This better be good. Whatever you say, as long as you pay me. You again. Okay.
What is your issue? Why can't you manage to get in? How did you get stuck?
What? Are you sure?
Alright, well, we're gonna have to do that for right now.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. But good to know. We are gonna delete that. I don't think we need that anymore. It also didn't help us very much during that whole charade there. What are we doing on gold? Doing well on gold. We're gonna get the bank started. We need power, though. Right. Running low on power again. We're gonna need to get this power plant up and running. And what we'll do is we'll start replacing the stuff. Like, we'll start replacing these fans with the power plants slowly. The thing is, the power plants take resources. I believe that they burn money. They burn wood and stone, I think, in order to power themselves. But it doesn't like it's
Knock, knock. Who's there?
wire
A
fence
colony.
trap and oil
A colony
platform.
A colony who needs a mayor, that's who.
Oil platform seems useful. Start getting that going, I guess. Do have an oil well in our base, which hopefully we can build on. Hopefully. We're gonna need way more workers for that, though. Oh, we need more energy, rather. We're getting a bank right now. Bank's useful. Yeah, but we definitely need a power plant. We're pretty secure right now, to be honest. And once we get the oil thing up and running, we'll be generating oil, which we're not using right now, so I'm imagining that that's going to be pretty useful. And then the next big project, we're going to need to get stone walls up. Once the stone walls are up, it'll help us out a lot. Bank requires more energy, so we're definitely going to need to wait. Definitely going to need to wait. But we're gonna let this roll out for a little while longer. We're on day 54. We're about halfway through. It's gonna start getting stupid, and we're gonna definitely need stone walls in like a minute and a half here. Because like the wood ones aren't gonna cut it after a while, and then we're gonna need to get the upgrade for the ballista towers. Because right now, depending on where the zombies crash into our base, we're either gonna horribly die. Like, a lot of our, like, main base is just not protected enough. And I don't really have the means of protecting it enough. Like, we're gonna need units. We're gonna need soldiers. Which means that we need to get to, like, the Hellion units at some point. Just lost a lot of power when I deleted that. But this thing generates 160 power versus 40, and it only takes up a little bit of extra space. So let's wait for this thing to finish before I start deleting more stuff. I don't want to run into issues here. We're gonna need more farms as well. So we'll have to occupy some of this space over here with farms. I was gonna delete this one, and I don't know how big its radius is. Just such a kick in the teeth. Let's delete you. Replace you with another power plant. Stone production is too low. We need more stone production. We need another quarry up and running somewhere. Well, we need another quarry. We need another quarry. Gonna have to work that out.
They are trying to break through.
Okay. That's kind of an issue, because I do need to build more power plants.
Attention. Building completed.
We need more stone, then.
The walls
means
are under attack.
We need to expand this wall out to here. Which is going to be another fucking project. But for now, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We will just have to live with the... we're gonna have to live with it. But we'll let this horde go through and see what happens. Well, we started generating oil, so we got that going for us. I hate the way this is set up right now. If I didn't absolutely need these farms, I would delete some of them. This whole area, this whole thing needs to get renovated. We need to expand it out to here and just delete this whole wall.
Attention. Building completed.
Which means I know what our next big project is if we survive this.
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
There's like a really good chance we're not going to survive this. I have this like sinking feeling in my stomach that we might be in trouble. Looks like they're coming in much the same direction as last time. Which means hopefully they'll get distracted by our stronger wall, and this will just be fine. We're gonna have to hope that that's the case, because it's not looking great. Slam those down, let's watch what happens. Now there's a leaper. She's in the crowd. You can see her red hair. I guess she's called a harpy, I guess. Oh, we're so fucking dead. There's no way. Not with wood walls. We needed stone. Oh yeah, no, we're screwed. There's too many. There's just too many of them. Well, let's watch this go down. Damn, man. We didn't go fast enough. That was the problem. We got super bottlenecked by my terrible economy and a whole host of issues right there. Because even if we win, right? So like, let's say we somehow survive this. Like this ball doesn't just roll through here and blow up everything inside of my base, right? We're gonna lose the stone workshop, which means that we're gonna lose access to like the technology of the stone workshop. We didn't have enough power. Guess we could have used the fucking this thing. Yeah, nah, that's gonna be GG. Yep, there it goes. Well, look at him go, just tearing everything apart. Our lone soldier, who I forgot was there. Just destroying everything. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Shit, we were doing really well. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we were day 59. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. That is gonna do it for this episode, though. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back on the next episode to take another crack at playing They Are Billions. I'm really liking the game. It's just so hard, you know? It's just so hard. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!